Nearly half of all marriages in the United States end in divorce. A 50% failure rate. Let that number sink in. If a surgeon had a 50% failure rate, they'd lose their license. If a business failed 50% of its ventures, it would go bankrupt. Yet, as men, we routinely walk into the most important partnership of our lives with less due diligence than we'd use to buy a used car. This is not a failure of love. It is a failure of vetting. I've been on the front lines of what this failure looks like. I've seen the fallout. It's not just a statistic. It's a catastrophic event that can cost a man everything he's ever worked for. His peace, his assets, his future, his children. That devastation is avoidable. And it starts by asking the right questions. The first question is about the vision. You have to ask her point blank, what is your specific detailed vision for your life in 10 to 20 years? You need to know if you are both building the same house. Because if you're building a quiet homestead in the country and she's building a penthouse in the city, you're not partners. You are just roommates on a collision course. The second question is about the conflict protocol. You must ask, when we have our worst disagreements, what should our process be for resolving them? Every couple fights. A great relationship isn't defined by the absence of conflict. It's defined by an agreed upon, respectful protocol for navigating it. Her answer will show you if she sees conflict as a battle to be won or a problem to be solved. The third question is the financial blueprint. You have to ask, what is your personal philosophy on debt, and what does financial freedom truly look like to you? This one conversation can reveal everything about her discipline, her priorities, and her long-term planning. You must know if your financial blueprints are compatible, or if you're signing up for a lifetime of monetary stress. The fourth question is about the family operating system. You must ask, what are your non-negotiables? And what principles should we embrace when raising children? This goes far beyond religion or politics. This is about the core programming for the next generation. Discipline, education, character. You cannot be a co-leader of a family if you have two different instruction manuals. And the fifth, and perhaps the most critical question, is about the unbreakable deal breaker. You have to ask her, what is the one thing you could never, ever forgive in a partner? What is the one betrayal that would be the absolute end? Her answer defines her deepest boundary. And you have to look yourself in the mirror and decide with 100% honesty if you can live within that boundary for the rest of your life. These are the questions. They are not easy and they are not comfortable, but they are necessary. Having these conversations is the work. It's the single best way to protect your future and build a life with a true partner. Over the next 5 videos, we are going to deep dive into each one. We will break down how to ask these questions, the subtle things to listen for in the answers, and the red flags that you absolutely cannot ignore. If you are ready to stop gambling with your future and start building it with intention, subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we begin with the most important one, the vision. You don't want to miss it.